Hello.
Hello, everybody.
So, Matthew, would you like to introduce our guest?
I'm Matthew Merritt, the friendly Dragon Master.
And who have we got here today with us?
What is your name, mister?
Hello, my name is PCSO Rob Freeman.
This is
Alex.
Lois Cook, the friendly Wolf Master.
Hi.
And this is Jim, the friendly Gorilla Master.
Hello.
Yes, so we have a community police officer in here with us today. So, everyone on the best behaviour.
We'll behave, we'll be friendly.
I'm sure, I'm sure.
I'm
But
sure you
we've prepared a few questions. So, who would like to go ask the first question?
Josephine, how long have you been in the police?
How long have I been in the police? Well, I joined the police in June 2023, so I've been in the police now for about a year. And I started to apply for the police in December 22. So it took a little while to get to join, and I did some training, and then I moved to the Woking Police. So I'm in Woking Police. So I've been there since about September of last year.
Have you ever arrested someone?
That's a good question. No, I haven't actually arrested anybody, and the reason I haven't arrested anybody is that as a PCSO, I don't have the powers to arrest anybody. So if you guys were bad, okay, I can't arrest you, okay? So because I'm not actually a police officer, I don't have the powers of arrest.
We've got Chim saying yes in the background.
That's lucky. That's really lucky now. So that's great. So, but if I needed to have somebody arrested, I would call one of my colleagues who would be a police constable, and they would probably come and arrest people. So.
Like who? Like who would you call?
Who would I call?
Yeah.
So we've got police officers in Woking.
Yes.
So some of our colleagues work with us. So
Yes.
I would call one of them.
Yes.
And so what would happen is I would probably call up on the radio.
Yes.
So for those people who are listening, I've got a radio with me.
Yes.
And I would probably call up our control centre.
Yes.
And I'd say, hello, this is PCSO Freeman.
Yes.
I need somebody arrested. And then they would send somebody in a police car, and hopefully they'd come to me pretty quickly, and then they'd arrest them. So yeah, but I can't actually arrest anybody, which is good, because I'd rather in some ways I'd rather talk to people. Yeah.
And you know what?
You see, it's a big sigh of relief from you, isn't it? Yeah.
Do you like being in police?
Do I like being in the police? Yeah, I actually love being in the police, and I love being a PCSO, because one of the reasons I love it is because for a start I come and get to meet people like you guys, which is great, because that's what some of the things that the PCSOs do. We do a lot of community work. When our job is to get to know everybody in the community, so you guys can know us as well. But for me, the other good thing is that no 2 days are the same. So sometimes I might be out on patrol, either on foot or a police car, and other days I might have to go and stand guard somewhere. Like today, I'll come and talk to you guys on the radio show. This morning I was out on my bicycle down on the canal towpath collecting CCTV. I do visits to people who may have had, say, a burglary or been scammed to find out whether they're okay. So we do lots of different things every day, and that's why I like being a PCSO.
Yeah, no 2 days are the same.
No 2 days are the same.
Bit like here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your worst thing about your job?
What is the worst thing about my job? I work shift work, so I don't work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5.
Yes.
So one of the things I do, in 1 week, I'll work what we call an early. So I'll have to work 8 till 5, and that's not too bad. But the next week I have to work a late, so that'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon until 10 o'clock at night. So that sometimes means most of the time I don't get home until gone 11.
Yes.
And so if you're like then eating all your dinner, so you're up quite late. So I don't get to see my wife very much on those weeks. And But the other thing is, I also have to work 2 Saturdays in a month. So I don't. So I'm working. Sometimes I'm working on the weekend. So that's not great.
Yes.
But it does mean that sometimes I get to go to things on the weekend as part of my job. Because if I worked only like Monday to Friday, and there's something happening on a weekend, I wouldn't normally get to go. So actually, some ways, although it can be the worst part of the job, in some ways it's a bonus because we can get to go to like community events and things, which is great. I love going to community events and seeing people.
Free food.
No, yeah. Sometimes people offer us food, but it's just lovely to get out and about and meet people. So yeah, so that's probably the worst thing about the job is just slightly different to some hours.
Yeah,
but it does have its benefits.
What qualifications did you have to do to become a community police officer training?
Yeah, so I had to have a minimum of an O level in English and in maths, or I think now you.
Is that A level?
No, O level. I think they call it level 4 now, but I'm old, so.
I don't know. Still changed.
I'm old, so
It's
to
all
me,
changed its numbers now.
changed.
It's
Is
not
it
even
numbers?
like
I know,
A,
yeah.
B, C. Yeah, it's numbers.
So yeah, I'll admit I'm old. So it was. I needed a maths and English O, which I have, and I think now though that you can study for it and get it while you're being a PCSO as long as you do that for training. But so that's like something you absolutely need. They do need you to be able to drive. But again, I think you're okay to be learning to drive as long as you pass before you finish your training. So O2O and learning and being able to drive, that's sort of minimum. But as part of the training, as part of the assessment, so you have to be able to do a run. So they call it a bleep test. So you run backwards and forwards along in a sports hall, and you have to do this for a certain time. And there's a bell that goes off. So every time the bell goes off, you needed to complete one length of the hall. And you keep doing that backwards and forwards. So you might say do that 5 times, run backwards and forwards. But after the 5th time, the bell gets quicker. So you have to run a bit quicker for the next 5. And then the bell gets a bit quicker and you have to run a bit further. So you do that for about 3 or 4 minutes. That's and it gets quite quick. And as a PCSO, we have to pass that. If you're a police officer, you pass that as well, but a lot of police officers do a lot faster than we do. And then part of the other training that we do, or requirement, is that you have like a little medical, so you've got a good eyesight, things like that. And then you have to do security clearance, so they'll check on your background to make sure they know who you are. So then that gets done. And then when you've done all of those sort of things, you have an interview. And I had an interview over like a Zoom call. You guys use Zoom and the like screens and things?
Yeah. Well, we did a lot. We did a while ago.
Yeah. So it might be over Teams or Zooms. So I had an interview over Zoom, and I was lucky I passed that. And then I joined. And then you go on and do training, and your training is about 3 months. And I did my training in Guildford, which is where Surrey Police have their headquarters. In Guildford, yeah.
I live in Guildford.
You live in Guildford?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you must know it then. Yeah, it's near Artington on the outskirts, yeah.
I live in Guildford as well.
Do you know where it is then?
Yes.
Yeah. I can recommend that next year, if they have another open day, right, so they had an open day, I think it was last year at the Police HQ, everybody go because it's really good and it's a great way of seeing what the police
that'll
do.
be exciting.
Yeah, they have like loads of police cars and drones and police dogs and stands.
Oh.
And it was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, do keep an eye out on
Yeah.
So you go and do training for 3 months, and some of that training's about what the law is, and then we do some physical training. But a lot of our training is all about how to help the community and like problem solving. And then towards the end of that, we have 2 weeks where we go to the police station or where we're going to be, and we then go out just to see what it's like. So we're not allowed to do anything, and we just follow our tutor around. And then we went back into the training school for about another 4 weeks, and then they send us out to the police stations where we do work with our tutors. And again, we're not allowed out straight away, so we're not allowed out on our own, and we have to pass some internal training with our tutor. And when they've signed us off, we're allowed out on our own. And then we do similar sorts of things. So I'm just about to finish all of my training. So I've got a final interview next week. So I've got to do a presentation. So best of luck. I want to have a big best of luck from everybody listening.
Yeah,
Thanks very much,
best of luck.
Thank you. And then hopefully that'll be it. But I'm actually allowed out on my own at the moment, and that's lovely, which is great. If you've been out with somebody all the time, like your tutor, to be out with on your own, it's a bit scary when you go out first of all on your own. But now it's really nice to be out on my own. So that's like how you, all the training and how you get into it. And then you come out, and then you then go for what they call, you go for independent patrol status. So this is where you're with your tutor, and they'll get you to do all the things that you might need to do.
Okay.
So how to deal with people. You
Yeah.
do it, and you have to evidence it, and you sign it off. And they like teach you the practical side of it. And then once you've done that and you're signed off, you then go, you almost do it all again on your own. And then what we're going towards is full operating capability, FOC. And then again, when you've done that, that's sort of, you do a final presentation, and it's, as long as you touch wood, as long as you pass it, then you're done. And because I'm an apprentice, so all of the PCSOs come in under an apprenticeship. So it's good news, we're all paid for all the training, which is great. If you want to join as a PCSO, you get paid as part of the training, and you get all the uniform and everything.
What do community officers wear?
Well, the community police officers actually are similar uniforms to the police, but we've got blue tops, we've got blue polo shirts, and normally a police officer will have black ones. But I've got exactly the same stab vests, which is like a vest which stops, hopefully, and I haven't had to test this yet, with stop knives. I know one of the questions people always ask is like, is it bulletproof? And it's not really bulletproof. It's not bulletproof, no. No, so I don't want to go anywhere near anybody with a gun. So, but we've got the same trousers, similar boots. Police officers will also carry the same radio, so I've got the same radio as a police officer. And to explain to everybody listening, I've also got a little camera on my other side of my vest, and that's what the police officers will carry. But as you said earlier, like, I can't arrest anybody, so I don't carry any handcuffs.
Why?
No, I can't. I don't have any handcuffs because I can't arrest anybody. I don't carry any spray or tasers or batons or anything like that. All the exciting, great stuff that the police officers can carry, we don't get those. So, and I've got a blue band on my hat, so we've got a very slightly different hat as well. So yeah, we have similar things to a police officer, but they carry more equipment and things like that.
The camera, the body cam, is that on all the time?
No, the camera's not on all the time.
As and when, if there was an incident.
We would press it a couple of times. I'll probably double press it goes on, and then I'll press it once again and it goes off. And there are rules about when we should use the camera. So when we're generally out and about, just generally talking to people, we don't. If we go somewhere specifically, like there's an incident, we'll put it on. Or if I have to go into somebody's house to talk to them, I'll probably put it on. That's to keep them safe. The whole thing with the video is to keep us safe as an officer or a PCSO, but also keeps the public safe, because then they'll know that that they've said has been recorded, and it just makes life a lot easier. So somebody can't say, oh, but that person said this, or this person did that to me. It's all on the evidence, all on the body worn, which is great. It's a good bit of kit.
Do community police officers get benefit from the job, for example, free travel discount?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. Necessarily directly. So lots of people might have heard of things like the blue light discount cards.
You get that. Yeah, we get them.
So the blue, we don't get those for free. We would have to, like everybody yourself, we would have to apply for it and pay for it. But because we are a blue light service, we can get that kind of thing. There are discounts that other people might give us in the same way that they might give other blue light services. And there are benefits that Surrey Police will give. So we do get pensions, we get good pay. There's lots of like well-being services that Surrey have. So one thing that's really great, which I love, is we have a volunteer, one of the chaplains, and she comes in once every couple of weeks and she brings her dog with her. So my benefit to me is when I come in on a certain day, I know it was yesterday she was in, and there's this big lovely beige dog that comes in, and it's just allowed to wander around the office. And if you're having a bad day, there's nothing like giving the big, somebody's big dog a cuddle. Yeah, it's not a police dog, it's just her dog. So she's like it's one of these dogs they take to hospitals and things like that. So to me that's a benefit. So they do look after you really well. yeah, and the pension and things like that. So yeah, things like when you can get your bike to travel to work and things.
Oh, cycle to work
schemes. The things
yeah.
that most employers will give. Yeah. If I'm out and about in uniform, I can apparently use the buses for free, but I've never done that.
Really?
But that's part of my work.
Free.
For free. So if I have to, yeah, so I could probably get the bus from Woking to here when I'm working to come and see you guys for free, but I have to be in my uniform. So it's not something I can do when I'm out of uniform. So that's just a little perk. But I drove today. I didn't get the bus. But I was on my bike this morning.
If you want to keep in community, this was a
So if you weren't a community police
officer, what job would I
you
have? Wow. Well,
Tough one.
yeah. Well, before I was a PCSO, I used to work for the MOD. I did that for about 30 years, and then I worked for the NHS, which was quite good fun. But I always wanted, when I was young, I always wanted to be like a park ranger. Yeah, you know, go out and like drive trucks and use chainsaws and cut trees down. So I think, because I like being outside, which is like why I like being a PCSO, because we go outside lots and meet people. So I think my job, if I had a choice, I would have been like a park ranger, like with the National Trust, or you know, in the local country parks and things like that. Yeah, park ranger, that would be my job.
There's one thing, I'm not sure about the most police officers. There's what I've seen. They break down doors in the house, don't they? Sometimes
they do. Yeah, police officers sometimes have to break down doors, and they might break down doors for a couple of reasons. So they might have like a warrant. So they might have a warrant from the court, and that allows them to effect an entry into a property. And if somebody doesn't open the door for them, they might just decide to break it down. But the other reason that somebody might go through a door is like to save somebody's life. So if we get called to a property and we look through the window, because somebody might not have seen somebody, say there's an old lady lives there, and we might get a call from somebody that says, oh, I haven't seen this old lady next door to me for ages, and you know, we're not sure she's okay. So they might call the police, and the police will have a look, and if we look through the letterbox and I see somebody, or even any person has to be an old lady, I see somebody lying in the hallway, like they're lying down and they're in trouble, then we will either push the door in, do something to get through the door in, or maybe even go through a window, because we have to get inside and give that person like first aid and see if they're all right. So it doesn't matter whether whether we've broken their door, because that person might need urgent attention, and I'm sure they probably don't mind anyway. You know, so if somebody comes to a policeman or a PCSO comes to the door, it could be a fireman. Yeah, somebody goes and takes their door down or through the window. So yeah, people, they do go through doors, and they are allowed to go through doors, and but they won't just do it. Like, they don't just do it randomly for fun, and normally they have to have like a reason, because somebody then has to go and pay for the door to be boarded up and things like that. So you're right though, yeah, you will see it, and you'll see it on telly. People will go through doors. Yeah. I haven't, luckily, again, I haven't been through a door yet. I've been to a job where they were potentially going to have to go through a door. They didn't need to, they just knocked, and the person opened the door. It was great. So all these policemen with all the big gear and the helmets and the big red keys, so they were all waiting to go, and people were looking out their windows going, what's going on? Yeah, and they just knocked on the door, and the bloke went, yeah, come in. All right. All right, yeah. So I missed that, but yeah. Yeah, coming.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the end of our serious questions. We're going to go on to our Would You Rathers, which the boys have put together. It's their favourite part.
Right, okay.
So, Alex, would you like to do the first one?
Would you rather have an extra eye or an extra ear?
Ooh, well, better sight or better I like tricky, isn't it?
It's going to throw you off.
Can I choose where I have the eye and the ear though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In which case, I reckon probably an eye would be better.
Yeah.
Where?
Behind your neck.
I was going to say in the back of your head is a good one, because you can get like C360. like having one of those panorama pictures, wouldn't it? Or you could put it like on a finger or a hand. Yeah, because if you're right there doing something in like brushing your hair, you can have it on your hand. You can see what you're doing, wouldn't you? Or finding things in drawers, it'd be great. So yeah, I reckon an eye.
would you rather have to eat your favourite food or never eat it again?
Always have to eat it or never eat it. Oh, okay. So that's the only thing I can eat.
Yeah.
Or not eat
never
it again. I do like food. but I also like lots of different food. So I think I would rather not eat it again and have the opportunity to eat lots of different foods, because I think finding and exploring different foods is much more fun than just like eating, say, ice cream all the time.
What is your favourite food?
Oh, you're going to put me on the spot. You're putting me on the spot now. I quite like spicy foods, so I'm going.
So does Alex.
Alex, you like? Okay, so I'm. It's not so much a favourite food, but I do like spicy food. So let's say curries and chilies.
Okay,
and
we'll,
like that.
we'll take that.
You say that. Yeah. Okay.
And then Matthew, you can do the one after because I think I like that one.
Would you rather probably better sprouts?
Ooh, so broccoli or Brussels sprouts?
Yeah.
That is definitely an easy one for me. I like broccoli, but I love Brussels sprouts. So Brussels sprouts for me every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have Brussels sprouts lots of different ways. So I think Brussels sprouts
Nice
definitely.
and easy.
Yeah, nice and easy one. Yeah.
Would you rather be a dragon or a wolf?
Oh, being a dragon or a wolf?
So we do have reasoning behind this question.
Okay.
So obviously we've got Matthew,
Yeah.
Dragon Master,
Yes, I am.
and then we also have Lewis, who is Wolf Master.
Yeah.
So it's competition which side you pick.
Oh, right. No. I know.
Whose team are you on?
Okay, and for those people listening, I've got them sat either side of me looking at me really intensely. I still play D&D with my friends, okay, so dragons, thinking dragons, I like dragons.
Oh.
But hang on. I've got a dog, so I'm going to go, no disrespect for the dragons, okay, I'm going to go wolf, because wolves can be both fierce and cuddly at the same and cuddly.
Yeah.
So and dragons I'm sure can be cuddly. Matthew's giving me the dragon hard stare now. But also I'm gonna go wolf.
Yay! Wolf wins!
Sorry mate.
That's all
Would you rather lick the bottom of your shoe or a bin?
Oh. Is it the inside of a bin or the outside of a bin?
Oh.
Definitely
Let's say
Inside.
inside.
Oh no. A shoe. My shoe.
Yes.
I think probably it's going to have to be the shoe.
I
I think
agree.
it's gonna be the shoe. Yeah.
I agree.
I'll probably sort of know what's been on the shoe more than
Yeah.
But you guys have come up with some hard questions, haven't
Would you rather have an extra hand or an extra foot?
you? I do a lot of walking, so having an extra foot on an extra leg. Am I allowed an extra leg as well? Oh, it's just going to be an extra foot, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck somewhere.
I'm actually going to go. I'll probably have the extra hand
Yeah.
because for holding things, it's like just easier, isn't it?
Juggle.
Yeah, because I've got to hold my radio and my phone and that kind of stuff. So from a work point of view, my 2 legs and feet are okay. I think extra hand would be great. Thank you.
Would you rather meet Megan or meet Wednesday? So Megan is a robot doll,
Okay.
and Wednesday is this person here.
Oh, so Wednesday's from the Addams Family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who Megan is.
That's Megan there.
He says I look like Megan.
Okay, so okay, I'm a bit of an Addams Family fan, so I will say Wednesday Addams.
Lovely.
What was your favourite ride at Thorpe Park?
Well, I have to admit, I've never been to Thorpe Park.
Oh no!
Terrible. That's it. I'm not coming. Yeah, I'm going to be chucked out.
Hopefully this is the last question.
I have been to. Oh yeah, I believe it. I have been to Disney. And to let you know, I'm a real big scaredy cat when it comes to big rides. So I don't do big rides.
I've been Disney.
You've been to Disney as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was going to say probably if I go to Thorpe Park, it would be one of the gentle rides. It won't.
Teacups.
Yeah, teacups. Yeah. I won't be going on a roller coaster. So.
And by the way, what's your favourite music?
Oh, okay. So I was going to say probably 80s because that's late 70s and early 80s. Because roughly, when I was around as a young person. But I don't know. I like a bit of Meatloaf.
Me?
But I also like country music. So it's really mixed. Really mixed. Yeah.
Well, I found thunder rolls from country music. That's why everyone's sleeping, and that's why they can hear it last night.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so thunder. There's a lot of rain last night.
Oh, was a lot of rain.
Yeah. I hear a song called Imagine Dragons Thunder Feel Thunder.
Yeah, that's Matthew's favourite one.
Is it? Who's that by? Who's the singer or the band?
I don't know his name. With that guy with a beard.
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh, right, okay. The Dragons link with
Yes.
Thunder.
I get that now,
Thunder.
see? Oh,
Yes,
right.
yes.
I'll have to listen to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one more.
Yeah, go on. No problem. Go for it.
This might seem a very weird question, but I see these like undercover officers, like I know they go in like colours of police on the side, but I've seen these black cars with like flash lights on the back. Are they cars as well, or are they undercover?
So the question was, do we have undercover cars? And so we have cars that we call unmarked cars. Yeah. So in fact, I'm in an unmarked car now. So we've got the cars which look like, with all the yellow and the stripes and the things like that. So that'll be a marked car. So we do have unmarked cars. So, but as a PCSO, I can drive the marked car, I can drive the unmarked car. But we also have like cars for the PCSOs, and they're just like normal cars. So our unmarked cars sometimes will have lights built inside them somewhere. So the idea is that you can't see them until they turn the lights on.
Yeah.
So that might be they might want to park up somewhere so that the officers in the car might not be seen, as you said, like undercover.
Yeah.
Or if they're following somebody undercover, again. But then if they need to pull them over, they can put the lights on.
Yeah.
So as I said, we can drive those, but we don't do undercover work. So not as a PCSO. No, we don't do the fun stuff.
That's all I wanted to ask. The unmarked cars.
You remember, Matthew?
Yeah.
What's your favourite dragon?
Oh, what type or name of dragon?
Well, there's Thunder Dragon, Fire Dragon, Ice Dragon, and Sea Dragon.
From my D&D days, I don't know. I think playing fire, because fire dragon. Big into fireballs and things. So
I see.
Yeah.
What colour wolves you like?
What colour wolves?
Yes.
I think grey wolves. I think just normal coloured grey wolves.
There's C. Lewis. That's what he likes.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I like grey wolves. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, all together.
Yeah.
Ready?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's been really great to meet you all.
Yeah, well, no, thank you. Definitely thank you for coming in.
Can you find his favourite music?
We can do. We can put that on next.
Okay.